Report of the Parliamentary Committee on National Education Policy, multiple entry and exit model declared unfit, student-teacher ratio may deteriorate. Chinese ship Shi Yan 6 to enter Sri Lankan border, America expressed suspicion of espionage, India's concern increased. New species of pangolin discovered, information obtained from samples recovered from smuggling gang named Manis Mysteria. Lancet releases report on cancer. Many revelations were made regarding the health of Indian women. 63% deaths related to cancer can be averted. And Mython gets recognition as food animal. Animal farmers will get commercial benefits. Also, ICAR launches M-Anitra app. Recently, the report has been presented by the Standing Committee of Parliament on National Education Policy 2020 during the special session of Parliament. The report evaluates the implementation of education policy in higher education. According to the report, 70% of the country's 1,043 universities function under state law. According to the committee's data, 94% of the students go to state or private institutions. Only 6% of students go to central higher educational institutions. The Standing Committee of Parliament on National Education Policy 2020 has also given some suggestions. The committee has recommended that by 2030, there should be at least one multidisciplinary higher educational institution in every district of the country. Let us tell you that the target has been set to increase the gross enrollment ratio in higher education to 50% in the year 2035, which was only 26.3% in the year 2018. Along with this, it has been advised to increase funding for socially and economically disadvantaged groups in public and private higher educational institutions. Higher enrollment targets, gender balance, and more financial aid and scholarships are also recommended. The committee shared several aspects related to the provision of MEME, that is multiple entry and multiple exit. It highlighted that MEME may disrupt the student-teacher ratio due to uncertainties in the student enrollment and exit. Recently, the American Space Agency NASA has succeeded in bringing the asteroid sample to the Earth. This sample will help in understanding mysteries like the formation of the solar system and the beginning of life on the Earth. It was possible to bring the asteroid Benu with the help of spacecraft named OSIRIS-REx, which was launched in the year 2016. Scientists estimate that at least 1 cup of the carbon-rich asteroid Benu has been brought to the Earth. Since, during storage 3 years ago, rocks jammed the lid of the container as the spacecraft descended into altitude. Due to this, some parts of these rocks got scattered. Talking about asteroid Benu, at present it is located at a distance of about 81 million kilometers from the Earth. It is believed that it is a broken piece of a big asteroid. Before America, Japan had brought samples of the asteroid to the Earth. Let us tell you that asteroid samples are brought to Earth under a special process. These samples are kept in a specially designed capsule in the spacecraft. During return, these capsules are sent to Earth with the help of a parachute. This is the third time that NASA has tried to bring asteroid samples to Earth under a space robotic mission. Earlier, the Genesis spacecraft had dropped solar wing fragments in 2004. However, a parachute failure caused the capsule to fall to the ground and spoil the samples. In 2006, the Stardust spacecraft was successful in delivering comet dust to Earth. Once again, a situation of conflict between the superpowers is visible on the global stage. Actually, China is soon going to send its research ship Shi Yan 6 to the Sri Lankan border. America and India have expressed their concern regarding this. However, China has said in its statement that it is merely a research vessel. Its objective is to conduct research in the island country in collaboration with the National Aquatic Resources Research and Development Agency of Sri Lanka. According to media reports, Shi Yan 6 is a scientific research vessel which is equipped with state-of-the-art technologies. It conducts oceanography, marine geology, and marine ecology research. India expressed apprehension that the ship's tracking systems might attempt to spy on Indian defense establishments while en route to a Sri Lankan port. At the same time, America also suspects that China is planning to carry out its intelligence mission under the guise of scientific research. Earlier this year, the US allegedly shot down a Chinese spy balloon floating over its territory. At the same time, China has also tried to indirectly enter the Indian border several times. Last year, Sri Lanka had allowed the Chinese ship Yuan Wang 5 to dock within its border. With this, China could easily keep an eye on many ports of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. Recently, NGT, that is National Green Tribunal, has declared the operation of cruise boats in the water bodies of Madhya Pradesh illegal. NGT states that this violates environmental laws. This decision has halted the rising cruise ship tourism industry of Madhya Pradesh. This has affected aspiring projects like luxury cruise on the Narmada River covering 3 states. Let us tell you that environmentalist Dr. Subhash C. Pandey had filed an application before the NGT. In the application, concerns were raised regarding operation of cruises in the upper lake and other water bodies. He claims that more than 15 types of species reside in the upper lake. Due to the crow's excessive amount of garbage is being generated in the river, which can be fatal for these species. However, the government of Madhya Pradesh has opposed this decision. The government believes that these boats are part of the socio-economic development under the Madhya Pradesh State Tourism Policy 2016. The government says that these ships were outside the scope of the Water Act 1974, the Air Act 1981, and the Environment Protection Act 1986. However, the NGT rejected these arguments by stating that cruise ships are covered under environmental laws. Along with this, it was also stated that if there are more than 12 passengers on a cruise, then it is clearly within the ambit of the law. Recently, scientists have discovered a new species of pangolin. This species has come to light through specimens seized from smugglers. After this, the total number of pangolin species has now increased to 9. Earlier, scientists believed that only 4 Asian and 4 African species of this pangolin existed. Let us tell you that this species has been described in the study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. It has been temporarily named Manis mysteria. This species belongs to the Asian or Manis branch of the pangolin family. It is described as the most trafficked mammal in the world. It is noteworthy that all 8 species of pangolins are listed as endangered by the IUCN. It is believed that they have medicinal properties, due to which it is used in traditional medicine. It is usually hunted for its meat. Conservationists believe that more than 10 lakh pangolins were poached from the wild from 2004 to 2014. This is the reason why its international trade was banned in the year 2016. Notably, the discovery of the species underlines the need for stronger conservation strategies. Recently, a report on cancer has been published in the Lancet journal. Its title is Women, Power and Cancer. The report highlights the significant issue of gender disparity in cancer care in India. According to this, about 63% of cancer-related deaths in Indian women could have been prevented by reducing risk factors. Also, if timely diagnosis and proper care were available, 37% of the cases could have been treated. The report also said that for many women, there have been delays in cancer prevention, detection and care. This includes reasons such as social apathy, lack of awareness and inadequate access to quality healthcare at the primary level. The report shows that many women are not diagnosed with cancer even at the last stage. In such a situation, it is necessary to make women aware who are educationally and economically less empowered. It is noteworthy that according to a report of the year 2020, ovarian cancer, cervical cancer, and breast cancer are the main causes of cancer deaths among Indian women. Infection remains the biggest risk factor in 23% of these deaths. At the same time, among other causes of cancer, 6% deaths are due to tobacco and 1% deaths are due to alcohol consumption. Apart from this, the economic impact of premature deaths due to cancer has also been considered in the report. This has resulted in a loss of approximately $46.3 billion due to lack of production in the BRICS countries. Recently, the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India has recognized Mython of Northeast India as a food animal. Its objective is to commercially benefit the farmers of the area from the sale and processing of Mython meat. On the other hand, recently the Indian Council of Agricultural Research also launched an app called M-Anitra for Mython farmers. Mython farmers can register themselves as buyers and sellers on it. According to the 2019 livestock census, the number of Mythons was around 3.9 lakh. However, considering the commercial benefits, there is still a need to increase their population further. Let us tell you that Mython is a semi-domesticated animal. Its scientific name is Bos frontalis. It belongs to the ruminant species of the Bovidae family, found in Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram. They are known as the state animal of Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland. Besides, it also holds cultural importance in this area. Mython meat differs from bovine or buffalo meat in many aspects, including taste, texture, and nutritional composition. It has relatively low fat content. For this reason, it is a healthy option for those consuming lean protein. Such foods which have less amount of fat and cholesterol are called lean protein foods. Generally, it is considered very beneficial for reducing weight. The average weight of an adult Mython is between 400 to 650 kg, whereas the price of Mython aged 4 to 5 years is around Rs 2 lakh or more. However, till now their meat was sold only on special occasions like festivals. Recently, the Parliamentary Standing Committee has released a report on the functioning of ASI, that is Archaeological Survey of India. In its report, the committee has advised division of ASI for its effective functioning. The report has also said that there are a total of 3,691 CPM, that is centrally protected monuments in India. The Parliamentary Committee has recommended that monuments should be classified on the basis of their national importance, unique architecture, and heritage value. In its report, the committee has recommended that the general public faces problems due to the 300-meter prohibited zone around ASI protected monuments. The extent of the prohibited area will also be considered. In fact, in the year 2010, through an amendment to the AMA-SR Act 1958, all activities like mining and construction were banned within 100 meters and 300 meters of all protected monuments. The committee has also talked about making changes in the list of national monuments. In its report, the committee said that this list includes a large number of small monuments which have no national importance. According to reports, in the current list of 3,691 monuments, 1/4 are not of national importance. These include graves of soldiers or officers from the colonial era. Along with this, the committee has also recommended ASI to use advanced technologies like LIDAR, ground-penetrating radar, and 3D scanning. Through these technologies, accuracy and efficiency in excavation will increase. These techniques were used in the recent Gyan-Vapi survey. Let us tell you that the Archaeological Survey of India is a major organization for archaeological research and conservation of the cultural heritage of the nation. The main function of ASI is to maintain ancient monuments and archaeological sites and remains of national importance. The Archaeological Survey of India works under the Ministry of Culture. Recently, the Geological Survey of India has discovered a rare metal vanadium in Gujarat. The metal has been found in sediment samples collected from the Gulf of Khambat, which empties into the Arabian Sea near Alang in Gujarat. The discovery of this metal is being considered as a promising development for the industrial and strategic sectors of India. This will reduce dependence on imports and will also promote domestic production of vanadium-based materials. Also, this will make India self-reliant in the field of raw materials. Vanadium is a rare metal which is used as raw material for various types of industrial sectors. The metal exists in more than 55 different minerals, making its production expensive. Vanadium is mainly used as an alloying element in the iron and steel industry. It is also used in some quantities as a stabilizer in titanium and aluminium alloys. The metal provides hardness and strength to steel and alloys. It is also used in vanadium redox batteries. India is an important consumer of vanadium. According to the Indian Bureau of Mines, the total estimated reserves of vanadium in India is about 24.63 million tons. According to statistics, vanadium alloy can be used in 85% of automobiles by the year 2025. Brazil is the largest exporter of vanadium in the world. Brazil accounts for approximately 1/4 of the global export market for the metal. It is believed that the requirement of steel may increase worldwide in the coming years. Due to this, the requirement of vanadium can definitely increase. The country's first green hydrogen-powered bus was recently unveiled. These buses have been started by Indian Oil Corporation. At present, only 2 green hydrogen-powered buses have been started in operation. However, in the coming time, 15 fuel cell buses powered by green hydrogen will be introduced on identified routes in Delhi, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. Pollution will be reduced through this initiative. It is noteworthy that green hydrogen is prepared from renewable energy sources. Because of this, it is known as low carbon fuel. In addition, green hydrogen can also be used to replace fossil fuels, clean transportation, and potentially decentralized power generation. Talking about green hydrogen, it is produced using electrolysis of water with electricity generated by renewable energy. The more renewable energy there is in the power fuel mix, the greener the hydrogen produced will be. Let us tell you that depending on the nature of the method of extraction, hydrogen has been classified into 3 categories: grey, blue, and green. Grey hydrogen is produced through coal or lignite gasification or steam from natural gas or methane in a process called methane reforming. These are mostly carbon-intensive processes. Blue hydrogen is produced through natural gas or coal gasification combined with carbon capture storage technologies to reduce carbon emissions. In fact, India has set a target of becoming energy independent by 2047 and achieving net zero by 2070. To achieve this goal, expanding the use of renewable energy across all economic sectors is central to India's energy transition. Green hydrogen is considered a better option to enable this transition. Keeping this in mind, National Green Hydrogen Mission was launched in the year 2022. Let us now look at the 5 questions based on the bulletin. Questions based on today's bulletin are: first question is, consider the following statements. 1. Depending on the nature of extraction method, hydrogen is classified into 3 categories: grey, blue, and green. 2. Green hydrogen is produced using electrolysis of water with electricity generated by renewable energy. 3. Grey hydrogen is produced through carbon capture storage technology. 4. Blue hydrogen is produced through steam methane reformation process. How many of the above statements are incorrect? Only 1, only 2, all 4, or none. Next question is, consider the following statements related to OSIRIS-REx mission. 1. Under this, NASA has succeeded in bringing the sample of asteroid to the Earth. 2. In this mission, the debris of asteroid Benu has been brought to Earth. 3. Before America, Japan and Russia have successfully brought asteroid samples to Earth. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to pangolin. 1. At present, 10 species of pangolin are known in the world. 2. This creature has been declared endangered in the red list of the International Union for Conservation of Nature. 3. This organism is used in the medical field. How many of the above statements are incorrect? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none. Next question is, consider the following statements related to Indian Mython. 1. Recently, it has been recognized as a food animal. 2. It is the state animal of Manipur. 3. Indian Council of Agricultural Research has launched Nitra app for Mython farmers. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none. Last question is, consider the following statements with reference to vanadium. 1. It is a rare metal. 2. It is used as raw material for various types of industrial sectors. 3. India is the largest exporter of vanadium in the world. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? At the end, let us have a look at few more events of the last week in other news. Recently, the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has launched an AI chatbot for PM Kisan scheme. It aims to empower users by providing them a friendly and accessible platform. This is a flagship scheme of the central government. This is an important step towards increasing the efficiency and reach of PM Kisan scheme. Through this, farmers can provide quick, clear and accurate responses to their queries. It will also help farmers to get information about their application status, payment details and other scheme-related information. This will be accessed through PM Kisan mobile app. Currently, this chatbot is available in English, Hindi, Bengali, Odisha and Tamil. Later, it will be made available in 22 languages of the country. Recently, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh unveiled the 108 feet high statue of Adi Shankaracharya in Omkareshwar. This huge statue is situated on top of Mandhata Hill. The statue has been named the Statue of Unity. It is also called Statue of Oneness. In this, Shankaracharya is depicted as a 12-year-old child. It is believed that he visited Omkareshwar at this time. It is noteworthy that the weight of the statue is 100 tons and it has been installed at a height of 75 feet. The total cost of this is Rs 2,200 crore. Let us tell you that he had studied under his Guru Govind. He is linked to Advait Vedanta. Recently, the 19th edition of exercise Yudh Abhyas 2023 has started. This exercise will continue till October 8. It is being organized in Fort Wainwright, Alaska, USA. Its purpose is to further strengthen the Indian and American armies. In this, from the Indian side, a battalion attached to the Maratha Light Infantry Regiment is leading the Indian Army, whereas I-24 Infantry Battalion of the 1st Brigade Combat Team is participating from the American side. Let us tell you that this is an annual exercise jointly organized by the Indian and American armies. This time its theme is employment of an integrated battle group in mountain extreme climate condition. The previous edition of this exercise was conducted in Oli, Uttarakhand in November 2022. Recently, India's first Lighthouse Festival has been organized. It was organized by the Union Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Let us tell you that this festival was organized at Fort Agoda in Panaji, Goa. It aims to revive the rich maritime history of India's 75 iconic lighthouses and bring their glorious stories to the world. This is expected to boost tourism. This festival will work on converting 75 lighthouses into tourist destinations. It is noteworthy that before this, Lighthouse Heritage Tourism campaign was started to convert 75 historical lighthouses into tourist destinations. Recently, the 13th Indo-Pacific Army Chiefs Conference, that is IPACC, was organized in New Delhi. Besides, 47th Indo-Pacific Armies Management Seminar, that is IPAMS, and 9th Senior Enlisted Leaders Forum or SELF were also organized. 30 countries participated in this event. Its objective is to promote peace and stability in the Indian Pacific region. During the event, Atmanirbhar Bharat showcased the ability of Indian industry to indigenously manufacture world-class military equipment. Many other topics were also included in the program. In these topics, such as military cooperation, appreciating areas sensitive to climate change, enhancing military exchange efforts, and progress in defense diplomacy were also covered. Recently, a national program named Shakti 2023 was organized in Kalpakkam, Tamil Nadu. The theme of this program was Women in Technological Progress and Social Upliftment. Let us tell you that the full name of Shakti is 3 in HVACR and Architecture and Key in Transforming the Industry. The function was presided over by the National President of ISRAI. A total of 300 delegates participated in it. The event emphasized on achieving the goal of Clean India through collaboration between scientists, engineers and education sector towards development. Also discussed was ISRAI's contribution in achieving net zero emissions by the year 2070 through decarbonization. Recently, the World Intellectual Property Organization has released the Global Innovation Index 2023. In this, India has secured 40th position among 132 economies, whereas before this in the year 2015, India's rank was 81st. According to Niti Aayog, this achievement highlights India's progress in innovation. It is noteworthy that the objective of this index is to promote innovation-driven development in India. In this, various departments of the government like Department of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, Department of Space and others have played an important role. Also, continuous efforts have been made to expand innovation in states and districts by continuously evaluating the Global Innovation Index. Let us tell you that this index is used to assess social and economic changes in the field of innovation. Recently, Jal Shakti Ministry has launched an integrated registration portal for Govardhan Yojana. Through this portal, registration of CBG, that is compressed biogas and biogas plants in the country, will be streamlined. More than 1,163 biogas plants and 426 CBG plants have been registered on this portal. These plants are eligible for assistance under the MDA, that is Market Development Assistance Scheme of the Department of Fertilizers. Let us inform that under the Govardhan initiative, MDA of Rs 1,500 per metric ton will be given for the sale of fermented organic manure, liquid fermented organic manure and phosphate-rich organic manure produced in biogas and CBG plants. Its objective is to encourage exporters to access foreign markets. A Hindu temple is going to be inaugurated in New Jersey City of America next month. Popularly known as Akshardham, this temple is spread over 183 acres. It has been designed according to ancient Hindu scriptures. It contains design elements of ancient Indian culture, including 10,000 sculptures and statues, carvings of Indian musical instruments and dance forms. This temple is probably the second largest temple in Cambodia after Angkor Wat. Regarding the Angkor Wat temple located in Cambodia, let us tell you that it was constructed in the 12th century. Hindu deity Lord Vishnu is worshipped here. Recently, the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India has urged consumers and food vendors across the country to immediately stop using newspapers for packing, serving and storing food items. According to experts, the ink used in newspapers contains various bioactive substances that have negative effects on health, which can contaminate food and their consumption can cause health problems. Let us tell you that ink contains chemicals including lead and heavy metals which can enter the body through food. This can cause serious health problems over time.